Hey guys, CloudyObsession here. This is not another Face the Strange dramatic reading video. Um, Sorry to say, I know it's been forever since I posted the last one, and sorry about that. I forgot to mute my computer. Um, I know it's been forever since I posted the last one, and it's just that, when I think about it, I don't have free time, and when I do have free time, I don't think about it, so it just keeps getting forgotten, and pardon me, pardon me again, and So I'll try to get to it. If you know me in person or online, you talk to me, remind me, and I'll get to it. I'll be more likely to get to it, and I'll see about doing that this weekend. Um, Anywho, uh, this guy named Joel Burns made a video. Well, uh, he's a city councilman in Fort Worth, Texas, I believe. And he made a speech at the city council meeting that he made a video and posted to YouTube. He at first, he was addressing the recent rash of teen suicides that were the result of the teenagers either being gay or being perceived to be gay, and they received, unrelenting bullying, and they committed suicide because of it. And uh, and so he was addressing not just LGBT teens, but any teenager that has been receiving a lot of bullying for whatever reason, and that may be in kind of a dark place, um, uh, or maybe contemplating suicide. The video was called "It Gets Better," and he was addressing that group, and people have been urging YouTube users to make their own. The idea behind that is if there is a teenager who is in a dark place like that, the more videos that there are like this that are online, the more likely they are to see one and hopefully be able to get that glimmer of hope and get out of that dark place. So here we go. I came out junior year of high school, and before that, I had because of the family environment I was raised in, I had never considered, when I started to have inklings that I might be gay, um, it wasn't that I was afraid that I was thinking there was something wrong with me, but the area I had lived in before I lived in Michigan, um, which was where I was living and when I started to develop, um, and sort of be around people my age more so, I sort of started to socialize more independently, I guess. Um, and and there was that was the period in which the environment around me, not just my home environment, but around me, started to influence me more. The area I lived in at the time, I'm not really sure if they were conservative. Looking back, I can't really tell, because I wasn't. I was fourth, fifth, sixth grade. I wasn't, heavily into politics, but uh, there was a very negative opinion towards homosexuality. And so when I started to have inklings myself, I was living in Michigan. I wasn't there anymore. But I was terrified, honestly. And so I did the usual. I repressed it, and I went through a denial phase, and not the greatest time in my life. Um, and eventually I came to terms with it, and I decided that I wasn't going to let the the possibility of or just I wasn't going to let someone else's negative perception of me um, get the best of me. I wasn't going to let it get to me, um, and that I was going to be who I was. Um, Even if I had a falling out with someone because of something so trivial, they couldn't accept me for something like that. I like guys instead of girls. That's all. That's all it is. It's not, I'm not any different because of it. You know, as a person, it doesn't affect me as it doesn't affect my personality or me as a person. It's just a factor of me. Um, it's similar to my hair color, my eye color, and and if someone couldn't accept me for something so trivial, then who cares? obviously, for one, they're not my true friend if they can't accept me for that. And if they have a problem, just that's their problem, not mine. uh, I was going to be who I was, and I wasn't going to let anyone stop me. I wasn't going to hide or feel like I had to hide of my a factor of myself just because of that. Just because someone may not like it. Um, and I came out the next day, and it was a the actual action itself was very positive. It was a very positive experience for me. It was even though I was terrified, it was empowering, and the fact that my friends were all so and my family were all so accepting, just made it so much better. And I think my relationships with all the people I was close to, because I was able to confide in them and trust them um, enough to tell them, I think it just improved my relationships with them. And it was great not feeling like I had to hide just something so inconsequential. Um, it was and it made things it did make things harder as far as the high school situation goes. Admittedly, it really did. High school was tough, and coming out did make it tougher. I received a lot of heat for it, and there was even one instance where I, there was a teacher who was made some comments to me one on one, and uh, that was really disheartening. But that feeling, that empowerment, that feeling that I wasn't hiding any part of myself, I was being completely open, was great, and it made me appreciate you know my friends and my family so much more, and I'm very thankful for them. And anyway, coming back to the point of this video, um, it gets better. It gets so much better. I was able to make it through high school, and now I'm done, and I don't have to see any of those people again. I don't have to deal with them. Uh, it's and this may sound kind of cliche, but there you can get through it, and once you are done, you can move. You can get out of there if you don't if you don't fit in to the area that you're in. You can get away from there. You can go somewhere where people will accept you. You can surround yourself with people that care about you, and like you for you as a person. And I say as a person a lot, but you can go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do. There is extremely little that you cannot do if you have the willpower and the desire. And it may sound kind of Forrest Gumpy, but never let anyone tell you that there is something you can't do, because it's not true. um and there's so much to live for. you know it may not seem like it sometimes, but the world is an amazing place. There is so much about it that is just that is great. And if you need to stick around so you can see it. There's beauty and just amazing things everywhere. And don't let some people who have to validate themselves by making you feel worse, or are afraid of you because you're different, or just don't let them convince you that you are worthless. And don't let them convince you that no one cares about you, because no matter who you are, someone cares about you. Probably way more people than you realize. And you need to stick around, not just for them, but for yourself, because you need to treat yourself. You need to get out there and see the amazing things that there are to see. So please stick around.